The band's now been together 33 years, 34 years. We enjoy it, and it's become part of our matrix. We've stuck with the core of what we do. The first time I ever even heard the term thrash, Carrie called me on the phone and said, "Hey, I'm putting this band together. I got the guitar player and drummer. I want you to play the bass and you sing too."
And then one day, I started hearing Judas Priest on the radio on the British Steel album. And I thought I liked it. I'm like, there's 2 guitars, this is awesome. Soon after that, it was Maiden.
And then he mentioned the name Iron Maiden. And I'm thinking, who's that? So I went out and bought the record. And when I listened to it, I was like, oh my God. A Metal Blade guy came to us and said, hey, if you do a single, I'll put it on this compilation album. So we listened to the compilation albums that he had released. We thought, well, we can come up with something heavier and faster than that. And that's what started the ball rolling for the band.
It was a little bit about being the anti-LA band because LA was all the hair bands were getting popular. It was difficult for us to get bookings. It took us a while of getting, some heat behind us before we'd even get a gig in Hollywood. We wanted to be the anti-Rat. We wanted to be the anti-Motley Crue. Anything we could do to not be a hair band is the way we went, and we kind of just landed on this sound. Heavier, faster, taboo lyrics.
I really just thought, man, I just want to play drums and I want to kick ass. And that's what I want to do. And it's like, I don't care about, if I had to spend 2 hours doing my makeup before I go on stage, like putting my hair up and stuff, I'm not interested in it.
We had this burgeoning metal scene with all these like non-hair bands, and for guys like them and Metallica, they all came up to the Bay Area and found like more than a welcoming home up there, because it was a whole different scene. I think the Bay Area was great for thrash because we were really like kind of ground zero for like all this European metal making its way over stateside. We had it on the radio. We had Rampage Radio at KUSF in San Francisco.
You're listening to KUSF, San Francisco.
You had the old Waldorf, which had Metal Mondays, and you had the weekend Best of Metal Mondays. You had the Keystone Berkeley, San Francisco, Palo Alto. You had the Mabuhay Gardens. You had the Rock on Broadway, which were one right on top of the other. The list went on, and you could go to a different club every night of the week and never see the same band twice.
So you purposely would put stuff on tape and hand it to someone, just one person. And that was the underground metal scene. It was all tape traders, people knowing people, friends calling friends. At a time before social networking, people would just come to know people. And it was all just friends, but it just spidered out across the nation.
I think the growth in thrash metal, one of the defining characteristics of it was initially speed, but then as it matured, people just got tired of doing the same damn thing all over and over again and realized we need to grow with this. But that quest to stand apart as a band from the other guys created different sounds within the genre and pushed it.
Banging your head was a big part about metal. There's the thrashing up and down, and then there's the thrashing of the body with the head up and down. And then there was the pinwheel. Eventually that evolved, the thrashing evolved to a mosh.
Yeah.
And that was something that...
Stage diving.
Yeah, the stage diving. And these were all components that were part of punk. They started blending. So, you have your punk, then you have your metal, and then you have thrash, which kind of brought those two things together. It's the music. It's the music that makes you do that. And let the power of thrash compel you. They throw beer on you.
I always thought this kind of music had an integrity to it. You can't BS your way through this. You can't.
Our audience is very open to that, allowing the kids to be exposed to everything. And I think that has a lot to do with why the band has continued.
Slayer is a lifestyle. It's not just a band. It's not just the music. So these kids come to the show tonight, they're going to church. That's their church.
I think thrash has endured because the music's honest. It's real. It's from the heart, and they see that.